I'm Adam Housley, and this is Bias Bash. Once again, John McCain is back in the headlines, the former presidential candidate, having a spat with the current president, of course, Donald Trump, about the controversial executive order banning travel from 7 predominantly Muslim countries. The 2008 GOP nominee is known for not sitting silently and has taken on both Republican and Democratic administrations in the past. As coverage of all things Trump continues to dominate the media, how will the Arizona senator be viewed by the press? Here with reactions, Bureau Chief from Talk Media News and Fox News contributor Ellen Ratner. Ellen, so we know that there's been a love-hate relationship a lot of times with John McCain. In this case, they seem to be embracing him. Is that really fair for the press to kind of use this senator in that way? And is it fair for the senator to do the same thing?
You know, I don't really talk about what's fair for the senator to do because I'm a member of the press. So I can talk about what's fair about the press to do. And I will say that they went after John McCain on Don't Ask, Don't Tell, etc. But, you know, when John McCain supports a Democrat, well, they're all there for him. When he goes after a Republican, well, they're also all there for him. But when he supports a Republican, they don't go after him. So the press uses John McCain, I think, in a very unfair kind of way. You have to have equal treatment. Look, I'm a lefty loony. Everybody knows that. But at our news organization and at Fox, we try and do things very fair and balanced. So you're right down the middle, and you do both sides, and you take a look at your history, and you make sure that you've done exactly the same thing. And the press is not doing that.
Well, you know, you're definitely left. I wouldn't call you a loony. I actually know you, so I actually enjoy your company, although it is to the left side. With McCain, so here's my question. McCain obviously has had a spat with Trump. They didn't get along during the whole presidential process, of course, picking the Republican nominee. Trump, of course, said some pretty brutal things about McCain at some times and vice versa. Do you think that is the press basically going to continue to light the fire under these two, or is McCain going to be able to, you believe, maybe at times agree with the president?
Well, he may agree with the president, but we're not going to hear about that in the press. The press likes controversy. And so when you have a Republican, such as Senator McCain, going after the President of the United States, they're going to make copy of it. It doesn't matter if they don't pick it up when he agrees with them, because they don't pick that up. They like controversy. It sells newspapers. It sells, you know, radio, etc. And so that's what the press is going to do. I think that's wrong. I don't think the press ought to do it. I think the press ought to be fair.
All right, Ellen Ratner, good insight as always. Of course, all sorts of topics about this going to be going on for some time. And we'll be hearing from you as we always do here on FoxNews.com. Appreciate you joining us as always.
Thank you.
All right, to hear more on media analysts on this week's top headlines, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. Until then, you can always catch all your latest headlines and gossip, and along with everything opinion right here on FoxNews.com. I'm Adam Housley.